in organized play, but we have been seeing it show up. And Lina goes unbanned, and unsurprisingly is the first pick.
I think Lena is the most meta hero of the We Like Dota League.
Yeah, it's been one of the best heroes in general. It is tied with Jakiro for most picked in WLDL, and also has shares the top bans with Razor at 61. It's been picked or banned in 92% of it. Almost never goes untouched
Yeah.
because
I'm
it's so strong right now.
what I'm saying is I casted Kaya game last night and the Dire team started with Lena and I'm saying if I see that lineup, which is practically the same, I immediately counter pick with Nyx Assassin. All the problems are solved. Instead, the other team goes with a strong offlaner starter. And I was like, okay, I get it, but there's like 20 strong offlaners and there's one Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, I think not a lot of people are comfortable on the Nyx Assassin, so we don't see it as much. But we have, like I said, with that Legion Commander, we've seen Dagon beat the Lina before with a really strong offlaner. So we'll see if the Mars is going to be enough. They're going to likely pair the Lina with this Witch Doctor. I'd imagine the primary plan is for this to be their safe lane.
I
I think
wouldn't
this is a
I wouldn't safe lane that.
no. You'd put it mid so that you don't have to deal with the Mars.
I would probably end up with one of those in the off lane. One of those is a five. Um, but well now that we're banning any mage, I right now I think Lena's a survivable position four or even a three, although three is not traditional.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely get the option to put Lena on support too if it seems like there's too much counterplay to it in the draft. I'm a little surprised with the Witch Doctor pick into the Jakiro. I feel like we often see Jakiro as a counter pick to Witch Doctor, because you have the ground targeted stun that can cancel the ult through Glimmergate.
Mm-hmm.
Naga Siren gonna get banned out by Dagon, so they don't expect to see the Lina in the safe lane then, or maybe they want to force it into being the safe lane, so that it has to go up against the Mars, where they think they're more comfortable beating it. Lots of position ones getting banned out. I feel like this is how we often see the middle ban phase go.
How do you like to be referred to, Whitehawk? What should I call you?
Whitehawk's good. Just Hawk as well.
It's too many syllables for my taste. You said hawk is good?
Yeah.
Hawker. I was playing a game called Suzerain, and there's like the judges, the old guard of the judges. The chief justice is called Hawker. His last name is Hawker.
Gotcha.
10 seconds to go. Radiance band.
Old Judge Hawker. Okay. Who gets the next pick? Dire gets the next pick. Who's your ideal hero for?
Um, I'm trying to think. Probably just whatever position four they want to combo with the Mars. The Snapfire has looked really good from Team Dagon. I think that would be a really good pick for them here. Um, I'm a little surprised it didn't eat a ban, but Secret Agent Roshan focusing on the position ones. It's gonna be a full six position ones banned out in the middle phase of the draft. So I'd expect to see teams pick up their position ones here. Dagon, if there's one they really want, they can grab it here on 15. They could get like a Faceless Void, would be not great into the Lena Witch Doctor, but good with the Mars and Jakiro. But I'm expecting them to grab Snapfire on 15 and then see what they're answering. Ooh, they're gonna go Winter Wyvern. That's a hero we've not seen nearly as much of.
I don't like Wyvern against Witch Doctor. They do similar things. Witch Doctor is easier to execute.
But we have been seeing it.
Yeah.
And Lina goes unbanned.
I think they probably see it as a good answer to the Lina, though, because you basically get to take advantage of all the damage that Alina's dealing um, by turning it against her team. And Lina's not super durable. So if they go another high damage core, like a Phantom Lancer, isn't that particularly bad into Winter Wyvern?
I would say so. I mean, Wyvern or Phantom Lancer is one of the best late game carries, and there's a lot of ways you can build them into late game carry.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really have to. Yeah, you don't have to
Then Vengeful Spirit, okay.
build them as like a combat lancer.
Yeah, I think the PL definitely locks and then into the Vengeful Spirit locks in this Lina as mid, or offlane, but I would expect it to be played mid more.
Yeah, probably.
I'm trying to remember how Vengeful Spirit swap interacts with Wyvern ult. Because I think if the target of the ult is moved out of the area, heroes will still chase them. But you can use it to like get Lina out of the area, so that she's not pouring the damage into whoever's the target. Juggernaut going to be picked up for Team Dagon. Pretty solid position one. Isn't amazingly meta right now, but still does what he's always done.
Mm-hmm.
Decent answer to Juggernaut or to Phantom Lancer because you can go Battle Fury and or Maelstrom, and you've got the spin as well to help clear illusions.
I really think Juggernaut's one of the most spammable heroes in the history of Dota, and he's never been like the best hero. But if you're gonna spam a hero, like he kind of slots in to most games.
Yeah.
So that's your mid skill level players, the carries and the cores are usually decently skilled at playing Juggernaut.
Yeah, he definitely is like old reliable carry hero.
Mm-hmm. Like your team already knows how to play with Juggernaut, which is
Yeah.
a good place to be. Whereas like, Phantom Lancer can be like the best late game carry maybe. But you have to like pick exactly the right item build and the right progression, and you have to be farming correctly, and
Mm-hmm.
you may not be showing up to fights in Juggernauts like, yeah, I'm good to go.
All right, so we got one more ban. I'm expecting another off lane to get banned out. That is, I think, pretty clearly the direction Secret Agent Roshan's draft is going. Let's see. They banned the Pudge themselves. They've actually played it 4 times. I'm not sure in what role, though. It looks like mid or off lane, mostly. Just at a glance. The Night Stalker ban, I like. That's a hero Secret Agent Roshan has had some success with. And just makes the game a big problem for backline supports like a Jakiro and a Winter Wyvern. Tidehunter ban seems good too. I feel like Roshan would benefit from a big team fight ult here. They have a lot of damage that they can dump into targets, but not a lot of control. There's a decent amount of control with like Witch Doctor, Venge, Lina, but I think something big to fight around would be pretty useful for them. I'm not sure what options they have left for that though. I don't know if they have somebody that's comfortable enough on Enigma that they could go that route.
I like Enigma here. Enigma is underrated for lobby games.
Yeah. Gives you a BKB piercing disable for the Juggernaut as well.
I would take Enigma on Team Dagon. There's always room for Enigma in a competitive game.
Yeah. They end up going Axe, which is kind of the gives you similar options as far as AoE disable, BKB piercing disable, and is definitely simpler to execute, and a hero a lot more players are comfortable on. Looks like they have played it once, and lost that game, but that was against savory characters who've been at the top of this division. All right, and then I expect a mid hero to come out for Dagon. They could move things around a bit, but I don't think you'd want to do like mid Mars against a mid Lina. Curious to see. They could use more dive. Ooh, they go the Earthshaker for the Phantom Lancer.
Mm-hmm. That's a good counter pick.
Um,
I'm surprised Agent Roshan didn't ban him. Ooh,
yeah.
cosmetics. Who's winning the cosmetics battle?
Hmm. We've got quite a few heroes with nothing. I'm really surprised to see no Earthshaker set. Definitely Secret Agent Roshan takes the Hats draft this time.
Mm-hmm. That Witch Doctor, Gabe Gonzo and his Witch Doctor.
Yeah,
And
that set is
the Lancer
gorgeous.
hat, yeah. Yeah, Roshan's spending more money on the cosmetics, and they're looking fashionable.
Let's see. So is this? I'm not 100% familiar with these teams, so I want to
I
see.
know half of Team Dagon and some of Secret Agent Roshan. I know Gabe Gonzo, we were almost on a team together.
Mhm.
I've played with Lynx Elihu and Drum Pounder.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Okay, so it looks like the Earthshaker will probably be in the off lane, and they will put the Mars mid based on how they've laned in past games.
Alright, so on Vengeful Spirit, if I'm able to control the camera, we have
Better get ready.
Brazen Edge. On Phantom Lancer, we have Super Nintendo Chalmers. For Lena, we have Beatless Four Fates, sponsored by Riot Games. That's funny. Axe from Guild SARS. We have Ruffio. I like Axe being a ruffian. And CMS is Gabe Gonzo himself. You gonna introduce Radiant?
Sure. On the Radiant side, we've got Lynx on the Earthshaker, No Miracles on the Mars, Elihu on the Winter Wyvern, FE203 on Jakiro, and Drum Pounder on the Juggernaut. Radiant wrapping through with the smoke. They are going to find just about everybody on the Dire side. Earthshaker throws down the Fisher Grazing Edge, gets speared back. That will be the first hero to fall. Jakiro picks up first blood, and they're going to look for more. Chasing down Gabe Gonzo, will retreat back towards the rune, and in the back, the Maledict ticks out on the Earthshaker, so Lynx goes down as well. So we 1-for-1. We'll see where these runes end up going. Looks like Radiant are potentially going to be able to get 3 unless Gabe Gonzo... Oh yeah, Gabe Gonzo is going to get this rune. So it will go 2-2. Oh, Iron's TPing in, but it's not going to be in time.
So I could be wrong, but I think is FE203. That could be the chemical formula for American steel,
Ah.
which is funny
Yeah,
for
I'm
a
not...
European player to pick that name.
It's if it is a chemical formula, it's iron and oxygen. But I don't know. I would buy that that's steel.
Steel is an alloy. In order to be an alloy, it has to have multiple types of metal.
Yeah. I guess
And
it could just
oxygen is not a
be
metal, right? But it may
right.
not matter which metal. You just mostly get the iron 2, oxygen 3.
Yeah. I guess it could be like rusted iron because it's like
Oh,
oxygenated.
I like that. Old rusty Jakiro.
All right. What are we thinking for how these lanes are going to shake up? Things already getting thrown back and forth in the mid lane. I definitely imagine we'll see some kills here between the Lina and Mars.
Yeah, Lena wins this lane, and that's going to be a big problem for Team Dagon.
Yeah, this is definitely a hard lane to execute for No Miracles. Um, being melee into the incredibly long range of the Lina. But pretty even on last hit so far after the first couple waves. 7 and 3 to 6 and 3.
And she's already running the water rune synergy.
Bot lane, Drum Pounder, spinning out of the Maledict, eats the cask. Gabe Gonzo, though, might have stepped up too far. Elihu, bringing the damage, has the Fairy's Fire. Oh, the Battle Hunger ticking down on Drum Pounder as well.
We got to like 28 HP. Survives.
Yeah. Very, very close. Yeah, this is a scary lane of Axe, Witch Doctor. Even for a hero like Juggernaut, who's used to feeling pretty safe in the laning phase. Mid lane still looking pretty even. Pretty even across the board on the last hits. V203 getting stunned up by Grazing Edge. Link's thinking about moving over. That's enough to push them off of the engagement. Mid lane, Forfate's stepping up.
Yeah, he's gonna
An
survive.
early point in the Bulwark is actually doing a lot for No Miracles.
Yeah.
Into this Lina.
Somehow Axe is leading the last hits, which is really good for them. Between Lina winning mid and Axe leading last hits in the off lane, I really like how laning is going for Roshan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now Lina getting a solid lead like we'd expect over the Mars. Lynx is keeping up, though, on the Earthshaker, which is pretty impressive.
He just matched Axe, which is you can sometimes turn around an entire match with one Echo Slam.
Yep. Winding down a bit. Falcon Blade already done on the Lina. Soul Raying looks like it'll be out soon for Mars to be able to keep spamming out these spells. Get stunned up now, but Bulwark continuing to stave off the damage. Drum Pounder is pretty low down here in the bot lane. Healed up by the Cold Embrace. Does have Healing Word available as well if they need it. Ooh, long Paralyzing Cask Bounce over to the Juggernaut. Falling low, but no Maledict out yet, so we'll be able to heal that up under tower. Top side, some stuns getting thrown out. Grazing Edge falling low with that burn damage, but won't be enough to finish them off. Been a lot of fighting in these lanes, and no deaths since that first blood fight. Before the game even started. Now here's a big Maledict onto Drum Pounder. Gonna spin forward, but gets called by Rufio. Looks like that will be enough to survive through the Maledict. Resilient Heroes. Top side. FE203 falling very low, but the stun up on Super Nintendo Chalmers is going to have to back up. They do get the kill on the Jukiro.
Kind of looked like we had some teammate body blocking there.
Yeah. Fight in the middle of the creep wave as well.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to get through. Lina going to rotate up top, but the Phantom Lancer and Vengeful Spirit are very low. It does have the double damage, though, so could definitely bring down this Earthshaker himself. Oh, doesn't hit the Light Strike Array, but the damage is there, and the Laguna Blade will secure it.
She got like 2 right clicks in with the DD rune, which is enough.
Yeah.
I mean, technically she really just needed to hit the Dragon Slave and Laguna, but...
Yeah. And has the TP to get back to lane, so tower doesn't end up taking any damage. Nice rotation there.
Get back.
Okay, we're switching to net worth charts. And what do you know? Lena's leading the net worth. So the 3 cores of Secret Agent Roshan are leading the net worth charts. So I'm going to call this game for Secret Agent Roshan. They picked the heroes with their most expensive cosmetics.
Link's rotated bot to try to save Drum Pounder, but the Maledict damage was too much. Tried TPing home. That's actually going to set Drum Pounder back even further than they already are. As they're now going to have to walk a shame it back to lane, or just into the jungle. As the Maledict, the final tick came out in Fountain. Mid lane, Forfeit, stepping under tower, has the Laguna Blade as they have the damage to finish it off. So much attack range. Oh, and the last hit does it.
He had like 90 HP.
Yeah.
I guess she got the Javelin proc on it.
Yep.
Yeah. So lucky, actually.
Yeah, that was the difference, because I don't think she was going to be able to pursue any further.
Radiant's mid tower's coming
Right.
apart.
Radiant gonna swap lanes a little bit here.
Structures
Drum Pounder going top off of the death. Link's sticking around bot after the rotation in. Arcane Rune picked up for Forfeits. This is going to be a really scary rotation towards the bot lane. But Elihu and Lynx, they're bringing the damage on Rufio. Might go down before Forfeits can arrive. No, they get the stun with the Paralyzing Cask, and now Elihu's got to get out of here. Salve up from Rufio. FE203 rotating in.
won't last much longer.
But I don't know if that's going to be enough to be able to defend this tower from the Lina. Breathing Edge, stun up on Drum Pounder,
Mid tower's
but
technically
far enough under tower to be safe for now.
Dyer's mid tower could use a little help.
The rotation from Lina sticking around in the lane is giving No Miracles a chance to get in some tower damage on the mid lane, and they don't actually end up getting much on their Radiant bot tower. So, some nice defense from these supports to keep the tower up. Now Gabe Gonzo going to chase all the way under tower. Oh, uses the LP, but Elihu has the Cold Embrace. It will not last long enough, though. Killing spree for Gabe Gonzo. FE203 going to have to try to escape.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Lynx is coming back up towards the top side to try to help protect Drum Pounder farming up here. Maybe looking to finish off.
Lena wants to LSA. Yeah, misses LSA. She wanted to LSA and from Invis to mid, but She really doesn't have the mana for any follow-up spells.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Clarity coming out now to try to get up to enough mana to bring down No Miracles.
I don't think she should. I think she can just stand back and take advantage of the fact that she has Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Hitting the tower is good. I think he technically has his arena ready, but he really ought to be running around killing.
Yeah, now
supports or
that...
something.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen an arena come out. I think especially with the mid-Mars, you want to see an early timing. And like really bringing up the pressure, especially on a team with Alina and... Oh, just catches the LSA on a Drum Pounder, who's going to have to spin away. Damage through the spin. Yeah, as soon as that ends, there's the stun and the Laguna.
What a punk.
So Lena's gone for BKB before Boots of Travel. You think that's a good way to go? How did Gabe solo killed the mid laner? So he got a roaming support solo killing the enemy mid?
Yeah. Yeah, throws out the Paralyzing Cask with the Death Ward, and Arena was committed there too. Mm-hmm. So, huge kill for Gabe Gonzo there. I wish I caught that.
I'm gonna go find my my phone so I can play some either very happy or very sad music, depending on which team you're a fan of. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Okay. Alright, so things settling out for a bit now off of those kills. Dire does get the top tower off of it. Looks like their next target will be mid. Four Fates can start setting up and just tears away at that tower. You have the swap on Elihu into the stun. Four Fates just throwing the damage on the tower, but there's the LSA. Now, nice stun. Ice Pass from FE203, but Gabe Gonzo's here. Four Fates finishes off the Winter Wyvern. FE203 might tick out to this Maledict. They will. So another kill for Gabe Gonzo. Now a nice call from Rufio onto 2. Here's the arena in response to the wall from the fissure. No, it won't be enough to stop them from getting to it. But there's the Laguna. Echo Slam on the edge. Not quite enough. But then Drum Pounder finishes it off. Lynx brings down Rufio as well. So 2 for 2. But it's the Axe and Lina that go down on Secret Agent Roshan. So, big benefit on the side of Dagon. That's the kind of fight that they need to get back into this game.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer. Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
They're not still looking to get to that Maelstrom. Started off this game quite a bit behind, but definitely has the path back in. It's going to be a matter of if they can keep up with all of the farming happening on the Secret Agent Roshan side. With all Radiant Tier 1 towers down, Secret Agent Roshan going to start moving into the bottom jungle.
I definitely left my cell phone somewhere. Can't find it.
Lyho going to step forward towards Grazing Edge. Lynx is here as well. Vengeful Spirit going to go down very quickly. Going to commit the Macro Pyre into the arena. It's a nice combo, and it's going to burn down Rufio, who does pick up the dunk on Elihu, but will go down. Gabe Gonzo going to get forced TP away. Four Fates was in the area, but not close enough to join in on that fight.
Mm-hmm. Chalice got there. So they kill a core, which is really good, but they used like 4 ultimates there to kill 1 core.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, you have a farming Lena.
Yep. A farming Lena and a farming Phantom Lancer. Um, who has the Diffusal Blade and a full Mage Slayer just sitting in the stash. I'm not sure what they're waiting on to deliver that out. It seems like a kind of interesting build to go Mage Slayer before Manta style. Yeah. Looks like Lena ended up going Boots of Travel before continuing to work on the BKB. She gets a ton of benefit from the Boots of Travel because Fiery Soul is percentage-based move speed bonus. Doing a little bit of the mid lane stare down dance.
Okay, Juggernaut doesn't have a farming item yet.
I think he's got the Maelstrom on the way now, yeah.
Okay.
So that should accelerate your timing wars. Now, No Miracles jumps in on the axe. Gets the arena into the Ice Path, and Drum Pounder's here. Swap out to save, but Lynx is in! Blink Dagger reveal into the Echo Slam. Brings down Rufio, does go down to forfeits, but now Drum Pounder able to find the kill on Lena. And they get the Wyvern ult kill onto Grazing Edge.
Huge for Team Dagon.
Yeah, that's a massive fight for them.
Now they just need to do that 3 more times.
Yeah.
In fact, Axe is almost respawned.
Dire's top towers get beat down.
Yeah, still haven't been able to take a tower. I think they'll try to push in mid, see if they can finish it off here.
So Phantom Lancer has participated in 3 kills. He's 1, 0, and 2. And he hasn't really contributed much to any team fights. And he's going to get countered by the Earthshaker. But,
Dire's top tower.
like, he's still probably going to carry this game.
Yeah, is way ahead in the network. Still a big lead. 7k lead. Oh, Lynx is going to TP directly into a smoke.
Did he cancel?
The spells come out a little fast from forfeit, so he's
He
going to
canceled.
be able to cancel.
I'm going to double check my casting delay. What's your casting delay on?
5 minutes. Surprisingly, is... Now a nice call from Rufio onto 2. Here's the arena in response. Someone in chat said that it is Rusty.
Nice.
FE203, so... Yeah, I'm going to rotate up towards Super Nintendo. Link's blinking a little too far, so not going to catch them, but still might be able to. Doesn't have Echo Slam available for another 30 seconds. Ooh, just misses the Fisher. And Super Nintendo going to be able to dodge away. Looks like they'll move back towards the mid lane. Lynx blinks forward, gets the fissure onto Gabe Gonzo. And there's the arena. We get the spear onto the Witch Doctor, but 4 phases on the outside. You can throw in spells, but auto attack's not going to break through. Lynx maybe sticking around a little too long. Super Nintendo Chalmers stepping up. Echo Slam. Oh, Super Nintendo dodges backwards, and Lynx goes down. Ooh, big Wyvern ult onto the Lena, though. That is going to bring her down. All 3 heroes caught in that beautiful ult from Layu.
Let's review what the charts say who's going to win. Charts say it's approximately 85% for SARS. Secret Agent Roshan? Okay. Key
Yeah,
items.
big
Gabe Gonzo, I think he's a thief. He's sitting on a Philosopher's Stone, whereas Elihu doesn't even have a neutral item. It's probably why Secret Agent Roshan's going to win this game. Just a thought.
Oh, Drum Pounder in trouble. 4 heroes rotating in. Gonna be able to spin and TP away. No Miracle showing up to help, but maybe now a step too close. Maledict comes out. They won't have much more damage to put into it, so we'll be able to walk away with the phase boots. This is gonna set up an opportunity for Secret Agent Roshan to potentially push down this bottom tower. Mid lane tower finally going down in the meantime, though. And it looks like Team Dagon will bring enough heroes here to discourage the push. With both of these farming cores, no signs of stopping the Secret Agent Roshan train. So they have pretty good control of the Radiant side of the map. Are going to back up a little bit. Yeah, I think we need to see more of these big team fights from Dagon to try to bring down. I mean, the Phantom Lancer still hasn't died. Just been happily farming. They have gotten some nice kills on the Lina, so that's good for them.
Yeah. They've gotten enough kills that Phantom Lancer's 2k ahead of Lina.
Mm-hmm.
But this is basically life as expected, and that he probably doesn't want to show up for big team fights until he completes the Heart of Tarask.
Yeah. Yeah, just finish the Mantis style. Link stepping forward, but only going to find illusions.
For this game, for Phantom Lancer, would you rather Aghanim's Scepter or Aghanim's Shard?
I think this is more of a shard game. I think you're happy staying back, because now the taunt is going to deny Lynx from being able to Echo Slam High of Illusions, and Chalmers going to be able to dodge out. Wyvern ult comes down, it's just going to be locked down for Rufio. So now the damage comes out. Buyback from Lynx, who's going to go bot to try to defend the tower. Drops the Echo Slam, and now the damage from Forfates is just going to immediately blow up the Earthshaker. Top side, they were able to bring down Rufio, but still not the target they've been looking for. And now they're going to TP en masse to try to save this bot tower. They get the jump forward with a spear, but doesn't connect onto a tree. Vengeful Spirit has the shard, so double stun comes out, and oh no, here comes Gabe Gonzo with the ult. Elihu can save them for now, but it might not be enough. The Maledict damage is going to be way too much. So the Death Ward finishes the job. Alright. So we saw the first BKB usage from the Lina. It's going to be really important for the Mars ults too. It means they can't hold her inside the arena or stop her from getting attacks in from outside.
Mm-hmm.
Got Blink finished on Winter Wyvern. We might see some more team fights coordinated around that ult. It can be a really good setup ult, especially with the Earthshaker. If they catch a few heroes in the Wyvern ult, then as soon as it ends, they can come in with the Echo Slam to clean up everybody who got the kill.
So I think Earthshaker is going for a damage item, which is cool and all, but I'd rather him go for like a Aether Lens.
Yeah, you could do Aether Lens are like a Yules if you're looking for the mana and want some extra setup. So you don't have a ton. You
I like
really just have
Yules.
Fissure that gets.
Yules is really strong against Axe because he blinks in on your teammates and you just like Yules them, and then you save your teammate's life, which is sometimes good, sometimes not. But I'd still just do Aether Lens so you could blink further, enchant Tome further, you know.
Yep.
Your teammates' lives is not your problem as much as the W or L in your statistics column at the end of 35 minutes. Because by the rules of Dota, all of these characters have infinite lives. You've only got one ancient.
Yep.
And you can't hit ancient very well with the blitz knuckles and broadsword. It's really counterintuitive how much more an Aether Lens will help you hit an ancient than
Radiant's toughened up their structure.
DPS items.
Alright. Saving this tower once again. They're going to smoke out, but they get the swap. Forfeits with the BKB. Just dealing out the damage. You get a nice Wyvern ult, but it's not going to be enough. With the BKBs, now Drum Pounder is going to get stunned up. LSA finishes it off. It's going to be a full team wipe at just the cost of a Witch Doctor.
Yeah, Gabe Gonza's happy with that. And he's
Oh, for
respawning
sure.
in 26 seconds.
So finally, this bottom tower that has been very contested is going to go down, and it might be going to be at least some damage on this tier 3 to follow. Lina chews through these buildings. They do have the fortification back up because that was the first tier 2 to fall. But man, with the Phantom Lancer, looks like the rest of the Heart of Tarrasque is coming out. It has the Reaver in the inventory. Radiant respawning, but it looks like they're going to commit to this. Has the Gleipnir finished. Rusty going to go down right away. Elihu have to cold embrace themselves to stay up. Drum Pounder going to spin in. Nice swap from Grazing Edge to get Rufio out. Ooh, can they find this kill on Forfeits? No, they're going to turn around. Super Nintendo Chalmers steps up. They get the dunk on Elihu as well through the cold embrace.
Lino's running around with like 15 HP or something.
Yeah. Narrowly escapes there, but a really nice turn from this Phantom Lancer. The two of them just have so much farm. It's
Completed Heart of Tarrasque, Mantis Style, Mage Slayer.
Yep. Bottom racks will fall. This is looking hard for Team Dagon to get back into. Oh, they're going to smoke towards Lynx. This is a very dangerous spot to be.
Instead of trying a mid, Mars, I might have tried learning Pugna. Pugna is like always a useful hero, even if he isn't a successful core.
Yeah, I think they overestimated the Earthshaker counter a little bit. Ooh, FE203 and get saved for a bit by the Ice Path and the Yules, but will go down. So Secret Agent Roshan able to pretty comfortably set up on this mid tower with a couple more kills in the bank. 25k gold lead. The Dota Plus algorithm is confident that there is no way back for Dagon. We're at 100% win probability for Secret Agent Roshan. So off of that tier 2, and with heroes respawning, next target for Secret Agent Roshan will be Roshan himself. And with this Lina and Phantom Lancer, should be a pretty quick one. I'm guessing this Aegis goes to the Lina. I think Phantom Lancer feels pretty unkillable as it is. Yep, Four Fates will be the one to pick it up. They're going to be looking for that big Echo Slam. I think they're going to need a few if they're going to come back into this game. They've got decent high ground defense with the Earthshaker, the Mars, the Winter Wyvern. They've got the team fighting tools. Gleipnir into the LSA, able to spin it off. Fissure comes out as well to stop Four Fates temporarily. Super Nintendo is in, and so is Rufio. All three cores up the high ground. Rusty immediately going to go down. That's going to force Dagon.
Big Echo Slam, maybe?
Sit back. Elihu gets the Wyvern ult. Onto the Lina. This might be one life. No, the swap is enough to save. Spear connects. Echo Slam, it doesn't do anything. There's not enough illusions around. And Lynx and No Miracles go down. Laguna Blade onto Elihu, both supports trying to escape. But GG will be called as they both fall. And Secret Agent Roshan take game 1.
So when Elihu called GG, he had the neutral item of an occultist bracelet, and I want to ask Elihu, if he ever hears this stream, why he's running around with occultists. And that's a pun if you didn't understand it.
I missed the pun.
If you interview Elihu, Elihu used to work as a priest.
Ah, okay.
So it's ironic for
Gotcha.
him to be running around. Okay. That was game 1.
Alright.
Who's our MVP for that match?
There's a 6-0 Phantom Lancer that's tempting to give it to. I think it's got to go to this Witch Doctor, though. I think, like, obviously, the Lina and Phantom Lancer are able to run away with this game, but I think that's only from the space created by Gabe Gonzo and Rufio and Grazing Edge as well, but 11-3-8 on the Witch Doctor.
Gonzo technically, like, he did contribute a lot, and he did have 19 kill participation at 3 diffs, but technically Lina had 28 kill participation, also on 3 deaths.
Yeah. Yeah, Four Fates was doing a lot of work throughout the game as well. Like,
Yeah.
That's what's crazy about Lina, is that she's such a high farming hero, but is also able to create early game pressure without falling behind on farm. Like, Maelstrom just does so much for this hero, and it feels like, in a lot of games, as soon as she has one, the game's already over.
And you can, like, slot in any high tier neutral item on her and it works somehow. Like, she's got a Ring of Equivalent, and she's not an agility hero, but it works on her.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't go wrong with Lina these days, it feels like. But Four Fates played her very skillfully. Got his mid rune rotation timings right, and rotated into the side lanes, got kills like before Team Dagon was ready for it, and they weren't able to rotate the Mars, Team Dagon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Four Fates was so scary from so early on that Team Dagon weren't able to execute on what their draft wanted to be good at, of like having a Mars, rotating, creating space, taking away space from the Phantom Lancer and the Lina.
You know what I think is an interesting prospect for a mid-strength hero is Underlord, because his ultimate is basically an enhanced boots of travel. And as soon as you hit level 6, you can like instantly teleport into whatever lane has the lowest HP heroes, and you're already higher XP, and you've got that big old nuke.
Yeah, I definitely think it can work. I don't know if I'd love it against Alina, but in general, I think if you're trying to play an offlaner in the mid lane, I think Underlord's a decent candidate.
This is just me, but in 2023, in the We Like Dota League, why not just ban Lina in the first phase?
I mean, that's what a lot of teams have decided to do. Team Dagon has been able to beat it before, so I think they felt like they could let it through. I would expect to see it get banned out
I'm saying
this time around, unless
they don't seem to have a Nyx assassin spammer or a silencer spammer or one of these heroes that like hard counters Lena. So just ban Lena.
yep.
But that was a fun match. What's the chances we're gonna split the series 1-1?
I think if we see Alina ban, I think there's a good chance for Team Dagon to come back in game two. They actually had the better record coming into this series. They're at 6-2. Secret Agent Roshan at 4-4. So they're a bit favored coming in just based on their past matches. So I definitely think they have the tools to come back if, like we said, if the leading gets banned out or if they have first pick and are able to take it themselves. They have played it once, so they have somebody that is comfortable on it. And yeah, I think aside from specifically Lena, they just need to make moves earlier to try to shut down the farming of Secret Agent Roshan. Like we saw, I mean, Super Nintendo Chalmers went unkilled on the Phantom Lancer. And when they used that last pick to take the Earthshaker to specifically counter that hero, there needed to be some extra pressure with their, like, basically everybody but Drum Pounder to go put pressure on the Phantom Lancer. Even if you don't find a kill on him, make his farming less comfortable. Because that was really how Secret Agent Roshan ran away with the game. Alright, let's see.
So I'm reading news about the Muerte patch. I'm kind of excited about the Muerte patch. And after the Muerte patch, I don't think Lane is going to be the meta hero. And I hear a prediction that the patch will drop soon after February 19th when the lower and upper divisions are playing DPC tour.
Gotcha. Yeah, I am definitely looking forward to the patch as well, even just to shake things up. Like, we haven't had a huge map change in a while. The lobby is back up, by the way, as well.
Oh,
yeah, we haven't had like a huge map change. The last big patch was like the Primal Beast patch, and the big change was to the jungle creeps themselves. And that might have also been when they took away the mid lane side camps. I forget if that was that one or if that was before that. But yeah, I think we're ready for the game to be shaken up, and it'll as always be interesting for how it changes the dynamics of the league itself. Like, we can pretty safely bet on Lena eating some nerfs, and so will we see a new hero move into dominance in the league?
mm-hmm. In the entire game, what's your favorite Aghanim shard, Mr. Hawker?
Oh, favorite Aghanim shard. Trying to think. I'm a big fan of the Vengeful Spirit double stun. I think that's been a big part of what's made that hero viable again. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I really like the Snapfire extended cookie, although it's definitely
I
a
don't
little
even.
tricky to play around. Because I always make a point to announce when I have it to my team so that they know that the range has been changed. Because it affects how they're able to help set up the stuns from it. And so like in pubs it can be tricky to play with.
That is a very tricky Aghanim start to land correctly, but it's definitely
Mhm.
better in a lobby game. Because
Yeah.
like all the high skill shots somehow work better in lobby games when you're communicating with your teammates. I always have latency issues in my pubs. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's spells like that are very hard to coordinate in pubs because you don't have nearly the level of communication or understanding of your teammates as when you're playing in a tournament or just in a five stack, obviously. All right, it looks like we should be ready to go in just a moment. It looks like Savage Cake is going to be swapping in on Team Dagon for FE203. I think get some of Dagon's games. I think Savage Cake might be their Snapfire player. Oh no, maybe that's somebody else.
I'm gonna do a sprint and some laundry. I think you're the primary caster, so I'll be back before the end of the draft.
Okay.
Oh, they're starting the draft, but
Oh,
this will take 15 minutes, and I can do a sprint in 5 minutes.
all right. Sounds good.
Players ban.
All right, so it will be. It looks like the draft setup is going to be the same. Team Dagon on Radiant with last pick, Secret Agent Roshan on Dire with first pick.
Radiance ban.
Legion Commander going to get banned out again. I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see Secret Agent Roshan
Players ban.
largely set up the same draft. And there's the Lina ban from Team Dagon, um, which feels, as we were saying before, pretty required.
Radiance ban.
Primal Beast banned out as well. So yeah, same set of bans from Secret Agent Roshan.
Dyer's pick.
It'll be Lina Razor. Two bans that feel required if you're playing against a team that plays them. It'll be the first pick Witch Doctor, which we can expect Gabe Gonzo to reprise their role on. Was incredibly dominant. Gabe is very, very good at this hero, and it just creates
10 seconds to
so much pressure in the lane, so much pressure through the early game.
5 seconds.
So we'll see what Dagon want to respond with this time. It's really tough to find an offlaner that you feel comfortable playing into a Witch Doctor.
Radiance pick.
Maybe take the axe for themselves this time. Oh, they're going to grab the Rubik. One of the ways to beat a Witch Doctor is to become a Witch Doctor. Also sets up the draft pretty nicely early because it limits what Secret Agent Roshan is going to be willing to pick. And they go with the Snapfire. as well. So most likely your support duo for Team Dagon. If Secret Agent Roshan have somebody that plays Silencer, I feel like that feels pretty good to pick up here. They're going to go Pudge, which did get banned out. Actually, no, I think they themselves banned it in the final phase.
Radiance ban.
Let me see. I remember trying to look at where they play the Pudge.
Shadows ban.
Four Fates has played it mid. A few times. Is that the only place they've played it?
Seconds to go.
Super Nintendo Chalmers has also taken it off lane. So they might have the option. It looks like this will be similar to the Lena pick. They can put it mid or safe, and also potentially off. So a scary first phase pickup. Looks like it's going to be very similar bans in the middle phase. The Phantom Lancer is going to get banned out this time. As you tend to do when a hero goes deathless through a game. Zeus going to get banned out in the middle phase. That was something Secret Agent Roshan banned in the final phase last time. So protecting their mid lane a little bit more. And taking away some of the options for Dagon.
5 seconds.
Dagon has played the Zeus once in their past matches. Ricky going to be the last ban, which is typically a position 4, but can also still be played in the safe lane. Now it's Dagon with the first pick
10 seconds.
of this phase. They could go back to the Mars here, but play it off lane this time.
5 seconds.
I think that has the potential to work well for them. Goes really well with the Snapfire. This Rubik must also be excited to get to play against a Pudge, because Hook is arguably the favorite spell to steal of many a Rubik player. They could grab the Tidehunter here, that got banned out. They're going to go with the Axe, take it away from Rufio. And that also goes really well with Snapfire. I really like playing that lane. It's just a really easy combo of Cookie into Berserker's Call. Secret Agent Roshan going to grab the Vengeful Spirit again. A good save into the Axe. And Night Stalker is likely going to be their off lane, but could be played out of the safe lane as well. Still pretty versatile, and gives them really good options for getting on this Rubik and Snapfire. So it's going to be hard for Dagon's backline. That is, to me, the scariest thing that a Night Stalker brings to the table. You do have 2 melee cores on Secret Agent Roche here, so I could imagine Dagon going like a Drow. I think you could get away with picking a Drow now. Might also be something Agent Roshan would want in their safe lane, because a Drow sits behind a Pudge and a Night Stalker really well. Like, the front line from Agent Roshan is very scary. And I feel like Drow is a good range carry that can deal with the fact that the Night Stalker can chase her down.
The front line of both Dagon and Agent Roshan are very scary.
Yeah. They go Dazzle, which is interesting because we now have 3 heroes traditionally played as supports. I think Snapfire is the most likely to move over to core. If No Miracles plays it mid lane. We're going to get into the last phase of bans. I think both of these teams are looking for a safe lane carry to finish their draft. I think Dagon certainly must be. And they'll have last overall pick. Ursa going to get banned out. I think that makes sense. And Ursa can just beat down on a Night Stalker. Doesn't care too much about the silence that comes out. Drow gonna get banned from Dagon. I guess that does make sense because of how good of a frontline they have. Classic pairing with the Vengeful Spirit for the shared auras. But I was thinking the Drow would look pretty good on either side of this draft.
5 seconds.
Get our last couple bans here. Yeah, I think both teams would be pretty happy with a backline core, although with the Snapfire, Dagon definitely still has the option to do something frontline. They could just go back to the Juggernaut. That doesn't seem... it doesn't seem great here into, like, the Pudge. You've already got some BKB Piercing Disable. They're going to ban out the Juggernaut anyway. You could go, like, a Lifestealer, because you see 2 Strength cores on the table.
Dyer's pick.
Spectre going to be their last ban. So I'm curious to see if Dagon and myself are right that they are looking for a safe lane hero here, because they do still have the option to play Pudge as the position 1.
5 seconds.
And the Super Nintendo Chalmers has played it before.
Bloodseeker.
It's going to be Bloodseeker. So it still doesn't 100% answer the lanes, because that can be played mid or safe as well. It does give Dagon the option to play... I mean, Sniper and Drow are banned out.
5 seconds.
I don't know if you can get away with a Medusa here. I feel like the early pressure is too high. But if they wanted, like, a high-damage backline core, I think they can get away with it into these 3 melee heroes, despite them having some decent dive and reposition tools.
I like Bloodseeker plus Witch Doctor. That's a good lane. I understand Vengeful Spirit plus Pudge or Venge plus Night Stalker. It's probably mid Pudge.
Yeah, I'm expecting the Pudge to be mid at this point, but it could still be a mid Bloodseeker.
I wouldn't.
Take your pick.
You're gonna go Chaos Knight.
I like Chaos Knight last pick.
Yeah, I think it feels like a pretty good draft. Gives them more frontline.
I actually heavily favor Team Dagon's draft this time, although that Pudge cosmetic is rocking it. Golden hands on the Night Stalker.
Yeah, a lot of golden immortals. You got the gold head on Axe, gold shield on Chaos Knight as well.
I'm just saying, a lot of times, Hand of Midas, the golden hand is pay to lose. But I like the cosmetics in the draft of Dagon.
Yeah, this is a much closer Hats draft. I think that Chaos Knight puts me over the edge on them. There's more options for Snapfire now, but still not a ton. So that's a hero I don't mind as much seeing without cosmetics.
Is that a Asian pony?
On the Chaos Knight?
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Looks very Chinese dragony.
Yeah, I like it.
Look at that tail too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Chinese dragon knight.
Alright, it looks like it will be Super Nintendo Chalmers on the Bloodseeker, so it will be a mid-Pudge. And yeah, mid-Snapfire. which was what I was figuring the way their draft was looking.
It's difficult, but Midnight Stalker's actually quite strong. So I don't like the heroes they're running or where they're running it, but they did win last game.
Yep. Alright, are we going to see another smoke play from Team Dagon? They're grouping up for it, but I don't see a smoke on anyone. So I think they're just going to go back to their normal positions. Won't have as much action this time.
I'm going to watch for first blood, and then I'm going to get some water. Lemonade. I'm going to make myself lemonade if I still have any
30
lemons
seconds
left.
to go.
Nice.
Which neither team seems to be eager for first blood.
Nope, looks like they're all just going to chill this time. Might be an opportunity for Dagon to pick up 3 runes here, depending... No, it looks like they'll move down now. 4 Fates will set up to hook that rune. Which that is probably our best chance at seeing a first blood here. Oh.
The game is on.
Oh no, Lynx. Oh no, Lynx. Oh, gets the rune, but at what cost? Offers the high five, knowing their fate has been sealed. Nice cookie, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
And Super Nintendo Chalmers actually picks up the first blood with the blood right.
Looks
So
like
that's going
it's
to immediately be a good start for them.
already time to make lemonade for me.
But Pip's coming out from the nice hook by 4 Fates. Start Secret Agent Roshan off with the lead. Bounty runes... Oh yeah, 4 Fates is going to pick one more up. So those will get split. I'm surprised it took that long for somebody to walk over and get that rune. Bottom lane, the Maledict already bringing the pain on Elihu. Alright. Trying to think for these lanes who we expect to see be more aggressive. The lanes were pretty calm overall last game. Or I guess not calm. There were a lot of fights, but not a lot of kills. So we'll see. I mean, the Witch Doctor is always somebody to keep an eye on, but with the Night Stalker, as soon as this hits minute 5, these guys are going to be running down at them. Pop both cores down at half health. Link stepping forward. Support's going to square off separately. Super Nintendo Chalmers is going to be taking a bit of damage from this axe. Definitely a much stronger laner than the Earthshaker we had last game for Lynx. So, gonna get a lot more pressure on this Bloodseeker. Grazing Edge and Savage Cake squaring up. Thrown back towards the axe, but does not have Call leveled yet. Bloodright comes out to kind of defuse the situation, and Grazing Edge has a salve. So we'll be able to heal that one off. Plenty of regen up on the Rubik. So we'll not stay low for too long, which is good against a Bloodseeker. Because the Bloodseeker very much enjoys seeing low health heroes.
I've made my first cup of lemonade.
Nice, nice. How is it?
Standard cup of lemonade. Half a lemon. Cup of water. I actually threw in a touch of bee pollen.
Ooh.
Bee
Alright,
pollen
mid.
is like super, super healthy for bees and people who work out and people who need protein.
Upside Lynx is going to get a little out of the Bloodright. And just one level in Thirst so far. Savage Cake coming in on the back with the Telekinesis to keep Super Nintendo back. Help Lynx get out of there. Mid lane, Cookie on the creep. 4 Fates is a little low already. But low on mana, no miracles. Not going to be able to follow up any further. Has the bottle on the Snapfire. 4 Fates all regen. Bracer, Ring of Health. So it'll take some nuking to bring this Pudge down. The wave pushed in, it looks like no miracles will be able to secure at least one water rune to refill that bottle. Grazing Edge, maybe looking for a stun on Lynx, but gonna be able to walk that one away. A Maledict out, bot side on Elihu. Doesn't look like it'll be enough to find a kill there. Boots ready on no miracles, still in the backpack. Gets another cookie onto the Pudge, but just so tanky. Has a value point in Flesh Heap. Most of the points in Rot.
So we've got a Rubik running a salve on himself. I do not approve of this, but whatevers.
Keep Gonzo snagging a rune. Off of the Radiant Jungle. Once again, no kills since the start of the game. That hook. Topside, they get a nice call with a lot of creeps on a Grazing Edge, who will go down. Telekinesis is a really nice setup for the Axe's call.
I think this is strange. I don't know why you pick up Berserker's Call when you have one skill point into counter helix, but at least Team Roshan, Secret Agent Roshan, won't be expecting that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen, like, when you're putting multiple points into Battle Hunger, is when you tend to not pick up the point and call. I'm always annoyed if my Axe isn't getting a point and call at some point, though, because well, obviously at some point, but at some earlier point. It does go another point in counter helix at 5.
Yeah, so now
kind
he's
of
going
shift
back.
that way.
But now he's not doing the 3 levels of Battle Hunger first, so... Okay.
Ooh, nice call off the telekinesis. Fernando Chalmers is going to be forced to back up.
There's 2 levels of Battle Hunger.
Another Blood Right comes out.
Oh, the Battle Hunger's still on.
Step out of there.
It's the
Yeah.
tower denied his kill there.
Oh, mid lane. Dismember coming out, not enough to bring down no miracles. They will fall very low. Nothing in the bottle. So Savage Cake gonna rotate over here. Use the salve and the clarity for no miracles. So almost like a bottle refill. It's now 4 Fates is gonna start looking towards bottom. I'm surprised we haven't seen more. We're halfway through the night already. And with a Witch Doctor, I feel like there could be a lot more pressure. Chaos Knight is a hard hero to kill, but Nighttime just makes so strong.
Axe is going down, maybe? No? Okay.
Oop.
Rubik saves axes as his butt. How do you say axes is his butt? Axe wouldn't talk about axes as rear being saved by a support.
Yeah. So 4 Fates rotates down here, but not finding much. Misses the hook. They do get the Maledict onto Drum Pounder. Rufio is going to be in, and 4 Fates with the Rot. It's going to be a lot of damage. They do get the Shallow Grave off on Drum Pounder, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. No Miracles showing up with the cookie, with the kisses. Gets the return kill. Doesn't have any mana left. Topside Lynx is now finally going to go down. If no Miracles had more mana, that Scatter Blast, I think, would have been enough to finish off Rufio. But does at least get the return kill on the mid, so keeps that pretty even.
I'm surprised Bloodseeker's topping the net worth charts.
Yeah, it's felt like the lane's been pretty contested by this axe. But obviously with that death there, Super Nintendo Chalmers finding a little more space in this lane. Yeah, once again, all three, it's much closer at this point, but all three cores of Secret Agent Roshan at the top of the net worth chart.
I'm gonna say Bloodseeker does in fact end up carrying this game. So
Yeah, and you once again, like, it's not Alina, but Pudge can go much later than he used to be able to with the new Agnams.
I wouldn't recommend that for mid Pudge.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
I think it's too good to pass up, even for mid. Just the ability, maybe it's less necessary here when you're 3 melee cores, so you don't need to be as dedicated of a front line, but it just makes it
Top towers
uh,
This
makes
game,
him so hard to kill.
I really like. I still like the Blink Dagger, Aghanim, not Aghanims, Blink Dagger, Aether Lens, or Octarine Core. Run around the map, dropping your own wards,
tower could use a little help.
kind of being a dominant support mid Pudge.
Yeah. A couple more kills picked up by Secret Agent Roshan in the meantime. Lynx is going to step up, but gets hooked away from the call he was looking for. The Dismember and the Rot. Is a durable hero, gets a nice call. That will allow them to back away. Savage Cake can rotate in now. Doesn't have level 6 yet, so only has their own spells to work with. Chaos Knight going to come right back down here too. So that's going to be enough to push back Secret Agent Roshan. They do still have Dark Ascension available. And that may be enough for them to look for something, but it looks like Forfeit's just going to go try to relieve the pressure on the tower. No Miracles has moved up in the net worth. So starting to look better for the Snapfire. Has the Javelin available. Which is a little interesting, because they don't have the point in Little Shredder yet. Like, I really like a Javelin on a Snapfire, but without any points in Little Shredder, you're not getting a ton of value out of that. With the full max Scatterblast Fire Snap Cookie, I'd expect, like, Mana Boots, or even Boots of Travels.
Radiant's mid tower.
Oh, here comes the Dark Ascension and the ult from Gabe Gonzo. Lynx is going to absolutely disappear. The silence from Rufio cancels the ult, so No Miracles can't get the return kill on Gabe. And Forfeit's going to rotate down here as well.
And Bloodseeker is purchased the remaining parts for his Maelstrom, so he's
Oh, the
gonna-
hook onto No Miracles into the Dismember. Nice saves from Savage Cake and Leo, but is it going to be enough? No, Rufio gets the smack, and Savage Cake will go down as well, unable to escape the Rot. Dark Ascension ends, but Forfeit's going to keep stepping up with the stun on Drum Pounder. Turns back and stuns Forfeit's, though. Lynx is here, too, gets the call, doesn't connect on the Pudge. Does call Rufio, gets the Berserker's Rage.
Within 5 minutes, I think Bloodseeker's gonna have a BKB complete, and he's just gonna go on like a triple kill to Rampage type thing.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Yeah,
That's my prediction.
the fight ends up not being too bad for Team Dagon, but it's been 5v4 in this bottom lane, while this Bloodseeker gets all the farm he wants topside.
So
Forfeits may have to be a little careful here.
Snapfire is the highest net worth on team.dagon, so I'm gonna follow him and see
His mid tower's
what
nothing now.
No Miracles is gonna be doing. He's finished the Maelstrom and he's got double damage. I wish he had Boots of Travel or a way of getting around the map faster.
Yeah. I think once again, wanting to see more pressure being created by No Miracles.
Mm-hmm.
But this is more of a farming style build. And it still feels weird to me without a point in Little Shredder. I imagine they'll grab it at 10 because there's not The level 10 talents for Snapfire aren't amazing.
Mm.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
And with the Maelstrom, it'll give more of a damage spike than like the 70 Scatter Blast damage.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower. Have fun trying to bust down Radiant's structure.
Fort's being used both ways, as it looks like these teams are going to trade top and mid towers. Savage Cake is going to TP over to mid lane,
You know the drill.
so Dagon might look to defend this. And they are going to secure the top tower.
Dire's
So they are getting nice map control by picking up these towers and defending their own.
better days.
Although their bot tower is going to fall as I say that. And now, oh no, Miracles is in trouble. They're going to get the Rupture. They have... The hook is not going to connect for the combo. The TP is not going to get through. And Link steps up, but is taking more damage from Rot and the attacks of Super Nintendo Chalmers than they're dishing out with the counter helixes.
Well, that BKB is coming faster than I was expecting.
Tower's in bad shape.
Yup. Yeah, that ends up being a double kill for the Bloodseeker. Secret Agent Roshan may be looking for more, as Dagon set up to try to defend this tower. Get the Paralyzing Cask into the Maledict. Who just manages to step out of that Blood Rite in time. Get a stone under the tower now on the Bloodseeker, but the hook save is there. Link's teleporting back in, immediately gets stunned up.
I've got a door knocker. One moment.
And it is the start of another nighttime. So Rufio is going to be hunting. Smoke up under tower. I don't think that gets seen. And they immediately scan, and the scan catches Rufio. So Rufio is going to get spotted by this, but Lynx went forward. Lynx is not with the rest of the team, so this is likely just going to be a trade of offlaners. Dark Ascension gets committed, but immediately is torn apart. Not enough to escape. They trade the offlanes. It's like that ends up favoring Secret Agent Roshan still, despite them being in the lead. Alright. Poor Fates has the Hood of Defiance and the Vanguard, and is looking to pick up the Ags, it looks like. Has the Ogre Axe coming out, so we'll have the option to pivot to BKB if that feels necessary, but I'm not sure that it will.
Radiant's
Link's trying to keep bot wave pushed out. Poor Fate's looking for something here with the Arcane Rune. Gonna be on the tail end of it. So probably won't find anything with the rune. Oh, and he's gonna find a hook onto Liu. As the Rot, Shallow Grave comes out. I don't think it's gonna last long enough though. And Four Fates finishes off the kill himself. Liu does at least get the D ward there. Which that hook did make them immediately aware of. Oh, and Lynx is gonna be in trouble here. Four Fates and Rufio wrapping behind, but they show on the creep wave. Oh, gonna try to TP out and will manage to escape. Gives Super Nintendo Chalmers, though, the space to take the Radiant middle tower. So, even on towers now, 7k gold lead. Most of it is in the hands of this Bloodseeker. Who, once again, Super Nintendo Chalmers has not died since game 1. Like, through all of game 1, went 6-0. Game 1 is 6-0, now already in game 2. Potentially looking to go the entire series deathless, which would be an incredible performance. Gonna push out bot lane now. Got Echo Saber ready on Night Stalker, gonna start working on the BKB. Another Ags component coming out for the Pudge. Shard almost available on Grazing Edge. That's going to be a big spike for the Vengeful Spirit. Map just kind of being split, so potentially able to trade some tower damage topside for Dagon. We'll see if they commit to that or if they head down here. And the damage between Super Nintendo Chalmers and it being nighttime for Rufio, this tower is going to go down a lot faster than the Dire top tower. So this is really going to open up the map now for Secret H and Roshan. They're going to pick up the outpost as they move their way back. And they get to take over this jungle. I mean, Dagon is getting some nice space off of this. They've been pretty safely farming on the top side, taking over the Dire jungle. The maps have almost totally flipped at this point between these two teams. Now the smoke upcoming didn't catch Rufio in the smoke, but has Dark Ascension available, so we'll be able to quickly get to whoever they find. Oh, Lynx blinks backwards and is going to break the smoke. They get the hook on to the Rubik. Rufio commits the Dark Ascension. Savage Cake is going to go down. Shallow Grave, not enough. Oh, this is going to be a disaster for Team Dagon as they complete the team wipe. Double kill for Rufio. Immediately going to be able to turn this into a tier 1 tower as well. Maybe more. Maybe able to go get Roshan themselves.
I was going to ask, are you going to predict Bloodseeker does or does not get a Rampage?
I think there's going to be too much damage coming from the other cores to see a Rampage in this game.
I disagree with that, but I don't think we're getting a Rampage.
Okay.
I think you could Ultra Kill. I think we're seriously looking at a Bloodseeker Ultra Kill.
Yeah, I can definitely see it happening. I mean, especially with, like, the Bloodright going to be working on a Silver Edge now. So has the damage to do it. Link's going to get a call, try to drag back Super Nintendo Chalmers, but not going to be able to get much more about that.
Yeah, unfortunately, Axe does not have Blade Mail. So,
yeah.
Without the self-damage, Bloodseeker isn't taking a lot of damage.
Oh, call doesn't quite connect. Oh, was that? Oh no, the stun bounces to No Miracles right as they started their ult.
I see why you said that's one of your favorite Ag shards.
Yeah, it does a lot. I, for a long time, had been building Aether Lens before the shard on Vengeful Spirit because I felt like it was high priority to get more cast range on the ult. But I'm becoming more and more convinced that the correct way to go is stun first. Shard first, because it's just so powerful. They are going to get a lot of damage here onto the Pudge, but a nice swap save means that it will be Grazing Edge who goes down instead. Speaking of bouncing stuns, here's the Paralyzing Cask to fully assist the escape. Lynx blinks forward, not quite able to catch any heroes. Dodges the hook, though. Oh, and hook stolen by Savage Cake. So this will be fun to watch if we can see a Rubik hook. Drum Pounder gets the pull, but here comes the Dark Ascension with the BKB. Oh, this could be another disaster. Gabe Gonzo is picked up by No Miracles, but Drum Pounder is falling so low, the rot damage is too much, and now Super Nintendo Chalmers has arrived to the party. Lynx is going to be able to TP out of the Rupture. But yeah, with Ags finished on Pudge, Four Fates is dishing out the damage. Looks like this will be enough for another tier 2 for Secret Agent Roshan. Try to stave them off with the Mortimer's Kisses. Oh, Grazing Edge, maybe looking to grab No Miracles, but it's going to get called and then hooked back to safety. Finds a blink onto Four Fates. They get the cookie stun as well. That rot damage is just so massive. Lynx has to get away. So does Elihu. Oh, the damage coming out from No Miracles isn't quite enough to finish off Four Fates.
9 in a row. The dire might
Oh.
want to mine the top.
Meanwhile, bot side, Gabe Gonzo and Super Nintendo Chalmers pick up the kill.
Just one carry, killing another carry. Nothing to
Yep.
see here. Nothing to see here. Keep moving.
Looks like Death Ward was used, so I take it a lot of that damage was coming from the Witch Doctor as well.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Super Nintendo Chalmers working their way back to help finish off that mid tower. Another tier 2 down for Dagon. So this one looking very similar to game 1 at this point. Very dominant lead, 16,000 net worth. And so much of that is on the Bloodseeker.
So we both really liked the last pick, Chaos Knight. Is there a recommendation you could make that would have allowed Chaos Knight to carry this game?
I think it's still all about getting the space in the early game. Trying to put more pressure on the Bloodseeker to relieve pressure the opposite way. There was a lot of fighting around the Chaos Knight in the safe lane, so I think Chaos Knight needed to leave the lane sooner. Go find the space where it was.
So we had a smoke and a smoke reveal, but no fights at all,
Yeah.
which is a bit odd.
Yeah, I think the smoke kind of broke up the high ground into the triangle, so
Well,
Team Dagon didn't like what they were finding.
the smoke broke in different places at almost the same time. And he had an axe run into a Night Stalker and not blink and call him because his team wasn't with him, because his team was running up high ground,
Top tower's taking a hit.
like on the left side of the map, and he was in mid lane.
Gotcha.
The Radiant lost the top tower.
Yeah, a little bit of coordination issues as they look for a fight to start turning the tide in this game. Last tier 2 is going to fall. Dagon once again does have pretty good high ground defense, but I don't know that they're going to be able to contest this Roche. They might have the opportunity to, or they might just get distracted chasing down Rufio, who's going to BKB.
Okay, burning a BKB on the enemy team's a win, and they're
Yep.
going to try and prevent this Roche, which is genius. Correctly predicting
Yes.
what they can't see.
Yep, here comes the ult 2 and a really nice blink. This could be the kill they need. No, the swap save is there and the BKB. Super Nintendo Chalmers gets away with it. Lynx and Lihu go down. Rufio's in the back line. Looks like we'll trade their life, but here comes Four Fates. A lot of damage coming out from Rufio, but has just so much life steal. The Eternal Shroud is healing Four Fates off of the rot. Almost looks like a Bloodstone, just from how much damage comes out. So close for Team Dagon. That, like, what a save by Grazing Edge there to keep Bloodseeker alive and turn that fight around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so would you rather have a team of 5 Genius Dota players or 1 Savage team captain?
I would say the 5 Genius players, that even if they're less skill, I think the coordination comes into play. There's only so much a single player can do. As Four Fates just walking up the high ground with the rot.
Well, a team captain is more about getting the team on the same winning game plan, right? It's not about,
Radiant's top tower.
it's just like communicating with the team, right? Get the team to agree to a game plan and call out like specific actions for the team to execute on.
Yeah, that's true. If everybody's properly following the captain, then it definitely can be pretty high impact.
I think it's against our rules to have a team captain in the game because it is a non-playing captain.
15 in a row.
Super Nintendo Chalmers finds Link's top, who's looking to maybe get a catch, but the damage is just too much. And now the hook on a drum pounder. Moro's Kiss is coming out, and they have the shallow grave for the save into the BKB. Is this going to be enough, though? Jumps forward, Rufio's already on the Snapfire, and both go down. GG will be called.
Didn't even get a
Secret
triple
Agent
kill on
Roshan.
Bloodseeker. I wasn't close. Not even close in my predictions. I predicted Team Dagon would win because of the draft, and Bloodseeker would at least get a triple kill. And I don't think he's 10-0, but he didn't get a triple kill.
Yeah. Incredible performance, deathless through the whole series for Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Who are we gonna get in here for the interview?
I think we'll offer it up, and whoever would like to, most likely somebody from Secret Agent Roshan.
Okay. You dip in there. I'm gonna talk to the other team really quick.
Okay.
Hey, I wanna interview Elihu in WLD Casters 1.
Sorry, say again.
Would like the post game interview to be Elihu in WLD Casters 1.
Okay.
Thank you.
We murdered them.
Hey guys, who wants
Hello.
who wants to be our winning 2-0 series interviewee?
Hi.
What's going on?
Gabe, is that you volunteering?
No,
Oh, interview.
no,
Oh.
no, not
Do
me.
it. Do it.
Me?
Do it.
Ah,
Great interviews.
all right, I'll do it.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get him.
Where am I going?
GG's boys.
WLD Casters 1.
Casters 1. Roger that. On my way.
Okay. There we go. Hey,
nice.
Gabe.
Hello, hello.
You're live on TV with Gabe Gonzo.
We've got
Hi,
Gabe
Mom.
Gonzo.
No.
Very
going on,
nice
guys?
series. How's it going?
Doing good, man. Felt good. Team had some fun. I think that's really all that matters.
Yep. It was a couple really dominant games from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You must have had a lot of fun getting to play Witch Doctor in both of those games, making tons of space.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised. I figured after that first match, we were already like planning plan C, D, and E for contingencies because we kind of figured the Lena Witch Doctor would be the first phase bans for them.
Mm-hmm.
So getting him was actually a surprise. He actually screwed us up a little. To be honest, like it was a little. He kind of screwed us up a little bit by not banning the Witch Doctor. So we had to kind of reformulate our draft strategy a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I predicted at the beginning of this game, because of the draft, Team Dagon was going to win because of the draft. And by 9 minutes, I was like, I don't know about that prediction. And so I counter predicted around that time that Bloodseeker was either going to rampage or get a triple kill. And he did go 10-0, but he didn't even get a triple kill.
Yeah, we were trying. I mean, it got to a point where in both games, Super Nintendo just had so much space that he wasn't even really with us a lot of times to capitalize on some of our movements. So, we were always looking to, always try to starve the enemy team by taking over their jungle, make them feel a little bit uncomfortable. But, I mean, it got to a point where he didn't die. I don't think he died in either. I don't think he died last series either as PL. And if he did, it probably would have been maybe one death. So we were always looking to get him space so that he could do some murdering. We just I don't think we ever extended the game long enough, unfortunately, for him to have fun with all the farm he had.
Yeah, no, he went deathless through both games, which was pretty incredible. And yeah, you guys did a ton of work making space, able to split the map really well, create a lot of pressure, create fights, bot lane, where you were pulling Drum Pounder into the fights too, so it was like 4v fights, and so even if the fights were ending up even, having Super Nintendo farming on the other side of the map was ending up in an advantage for you guys.
Yeah, and that's really like our whole game plan. Our whole game plan is really to give Super Nintendo space. So like the rest of the four people we pick up is a lot of it's just the kind of CYA picks. We always go with comfort. That was something that me and Rufio kind of talked about in length, and then the other three guys were like, hell yeah, that's. I mean, it's fun. It's a free league. It's a fun league. A lot of the community members know everybody, so it's like, we're not here for anything crazy. We're not like, oh, let's take advantage of the meta and stuff. It's literally, who do you want to play? What do you two guys like to play? And let's try to find like a commonality and some kind of decent lane synergy based on the comfort heroes of a specific lane. And we're here for fun. We're here to have a good time. So it just worked out that, getting ourselves together, being the free agent team also. Luckily, I know Rufio. I think I've played with Super Nintendo once or twice right before the league kind of formed together on like a random, 5-stack from WLD crew and stuff. So, we just got lucky. We're really lucky that we have pretty cool personalities, all five of us or so, and we're just trying to have some fun. We know we're put together at the last minute, and we're just trying to at least play spoiler if we're not really in the running for anything crazy.
For sure, for sure. Well, both teams come out of that series 6-4 now. It looks like, so you guys are moving up in the rankings. It's definitely, I don't know how things are gonna end up happening with the interdivisional games and everything too. So it's definitely exciting to see how things progress and where you might end up.
Nice.
Well, it is 7 degrees Fahrenheit, partly sunny in central Texas, so I'm going to stop my stream and probably go play Ultimate Frisbee in a little bit. I hope y'all get some exercise and have some fun and good life outside of Dota.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for joining me for the cast. This was a fun series to watch.